Hello, everyone. Sorry, it's been a bit dry on the content recently, and my kid just went to school, so been enjoying the time of peace and quiet in my house. But I'm gonna get back into doing this again for you guys, and I will have two videos to show you guys in the when I do the editing in this area. But first off, we're gonna start talking about the previous update they last had. The enchantment cards are now available in the Endless Store. Activation weapon now can be reforged. So we're going to go do those two things really quick right now. So if you head over to the boss raid, you can go to the shop and you have an activation here, which will means it'll allow you to re-roll the activation that's on your current sword. So if you got something that's really crappy and you didn't like it at all, now's your chance to get something that you actually like. Unfortunately, it does cost 1,200 runes, but it's progress. It's something that can allow you to do that. So the enchantment cards in Eternal, I have not actually looked that up myself yet, so let's find out. Out of my face, cat. 500,000 for an enchant card over here. I mean, I'll take it. Okay, you know what? I got it. I need all this anyway, so thank you. Forgot to do this after the update. Swap out my keys too. There we go. Stockpile these ones because I think the next world is going to be a bundle sword, so I'm going to need those. Which also means I'm going to have to start stockpiling crowns again because I've been slacking. Had no ambition to get crowns because I don't need them. But now that the bundle sword's here, I'm going to have to start doing it. Also, let's see. Update. Then my God. The update we just had gave us a new hero. Cloud said there's going to be a new event and a new endless sword coming, which I was really hoping for this week for the sword, but you know, whatever. So, and the new hero is this guy, the Wide Seeing Heavenly King. Summons a dragon that attacks enemies head on, dealing 180% of your damage every 6 seconds. Now, I tried him out already. He's not great. He's basically like a Walmart version of Muscle Bunny. I did not check to see how long the range is on his ability, but it was not the greatest. I don't recommend him, obviously, as most of the basic heroes in this game is. I would just keep him around just for the HP own stat. Especially now where any HP can basically boost you to a few, billion or two. Okay, it seems like his dragon goes all the way across the map. So we'll test him again. Okay, he does. Okay, so his range is not bad, but unfortunately that attack damage numbers is not great. So it's not a hero I'm going to recommend at all. I will, however, since I need to do this, I don't want her. I'm going to get him up just because I'm going to use him for best hit. What I'm going to do is do this. So he was at level 1. My health is 139.12 billion. So let's see. Let's get me boosted here. Oh, it's getting quite expensive now. I'll get him to 40 and then I'm going to stop. At least cameraman. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Alright, he's at 38. Okay. I'll get him to 40. I mean 30. You know what? Forget it. 40 it is. There we go. Both 40 now. Look at that. I don't even have the perfect ornament for him either because I'm out of ornaments, but like he just gave me an extra 2.3 billion HP. Which is not a lot, but I'll still take it. Any HP is better than none. Same thing with him. I don't have another ornament for him too. It's really depressing. Alright. So unfortunately, that's pretty much it for the last two updates that we've had. So I'm going to be done with the Sword Warrior content in the meantime. But now I'm going to move on to the announcement that Cloud had last 2 days ago, where he finally announced Sword Warriors Cursed, which is basically a sequel to Sword Warriors. It even takes place right after that. Like, I'll show you guys all the information right here in a minute. Just let me get it loaded up here for you guys. There it is. There it is. And then I'll crop it like this. And there's that. Now I bring up this. Do this. Bam. Man. So he says, you may have some question about Sword Wars and Sword Wars Cursed, which they will not. I have to make this announcement. I didn't do it this morning yet. Relationship between this game and the other one? It's a sequel to Sword Wars placed after the events of Sword Warrior. It tells the story of the royal city being destroyed by a cursed god and the warrior heroes fighting to rebuild the city. Will Sword Warriors continue to be updated? Of course. In fact, it's going to be 2 completely development teams, and the original team is still developing and updating Sword Warriors. The new team is also the developers of Dead Sewers that he announced about a few months back. 3. Why did the new development team create the Sword Warriors Cursed? They learned a lot from the development of Sword Warriors and plans to address some issues in the new game. Basically, giving a fresh pair of eyes, more feedback, hopefully a better turnout. Granted, Sword Warriors is okay game for the most part, and I enjoyed it every time I get the chance to play it and updates happened and stuff like that, but it will definitely be a fun experience, hopefully. I have already played the Sword Warriors Curse, but I had a very early beta. Now, 4. Future plans for the Sword Warriors. Regarding the mini issues of the moderators, we basically have told them a lot of the stuff almost every single time that anything has come up, such as delay issues, lowering the price of endless items, which we've made big changes in the last month, 2 months probably. They will continue to discuss these issues and make ongoing updates and revisions. And so basically it's going to be a whole new version of a game, and instead of it being with heroes in here, having them work on your side, which might deter some people, honestly, but it turned it into pets, which I'm going to play a video here for you guys. So I'm going to do this, enlarge it. I'm going to do this, and then, oh my god, where do you put the video? There it is. So as you guys can see from that video, it's going to feel and play like original Sword Wars, but with different content, different pets, different effects. Now, in the beta testing that I did, basically pets gave you stats, just like this game has in the previous, overall experience. But the pets are going to be the biggest factor in your survival because they will change your HP. It's going to upgrade all your stats passively for you. But unless they made some big changes in the time being, I don't honestly know that much in depth in the, the content anymore. I will, however, show you this as well. Let's do this. Here's this and announcements. So as you can see in these announcements right here, you'll need to verify with these channels, but the game is still very early development, and we'll be sharing details in the sneak peek. Also, we will be recruiting early testers and content creators next week, and that was posted this morning. So in the next 6 days, we should be seeing some applications and stuff for you to, if you want to be a content creator, if you want to get early access to testing and whatnot to see and have a chance to, change its fate, join up. Where was it? Just make sure you go to here, go to verify, and verify with block links. Get that all set up by yourself, because I'm not going to show you my stuff. And then you can also go to the original Sword Warriors channel here. An announcement. There's a link right here that goes to the server to Sword Warriors Cursed. And if you, for some reason, have some issues getting it into that server, just give me a holler, and I will help you out. Other than that, that's pretty much that covers Sword Warriors 1 and Sword Warriors 2. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add at the end of the video is I've been playing a game recently called ACECRAFT, and I'm going to start probably making a few content videos on it, not many. But I will showcase 30 seconds to a minute of it, of my gameplay, and, I'll talk about it in there. But otherwise, you guys have a good night, a good day, whatever time frame you're in. And yeah, see ya. ACECRAFT Sky Heroes. Developers for the US made this roguelike, top-down scroll shooter that will give you a challenge. It is a gacha-based game with collaborations and a great story mode, trials, card collecting, and more. Choosing upgrades and dodging a bunch of projectiles coming at you is key to survival. Fighting unique bosses that will keep you on your toes when playing normal mode or elite mode if you want more of a challenge. You can download the game on the mobile app store for free. There's 2 developers for the North American region and overseas regions. Some regions will not have collaborations due to licensing, so please play with caution. Otherwise, jump on in and enjoy ACECRAFT Sky Heroes for free.